Good afternoon, everyone. This is the 1 o'clock 1 to 3 webinar, and my name is Emily. I am a teacher at Milan, the Meravigli School. I am from the UK. I am from the middle of England originally, and today I am here with my colleague.
My name is Cahill. Please do not worry about the pronunciation because don't. There's no point. I am from Ireland, and as Emily said, I am Emily's colleague. So I also work in Milano Meravigli, and I have been there for 1 year.
Yes, a bit longer than me. Yeah. So if you are watching us, please write your name and where you are as well. We like to hear about you. So today we are talking about weather reports. So what is a weather report?
I don't know if we have anybody in yet.
I think it's just us for now. Yes.
Let's just have a chat about the weather then. Let's have a chat. Hold on. I'm going to open up my blind here because my window is wide open, and this is a beautiful day today.
It is a beautiful day.
Yeah. Like, I don't know about you, Emily, but ever since the coronavirus started, the weather in the city just seems to have increased and improved massively.
Yes. Yesterday, I just stood on my balcony for about an hour, like a cat, looking for the sun.
Literally. Just like looking
or a snake, probably. Yeah.
I like that. You get the hissing in there as well, just going, ah.
Yes. I even thought I need sun cream. Like, it felt that hot.
Yeah, that's like today. I went out for a walk this morning and it was very hot after I finished. Yeah. It was very crazy. But yes, a weather report. So this is kind of, we could probably talk about today, I guess. Doing a weather report. Yeah, an excellent example. But a report is, so it can be about the future or it can be about the present, the past. So a report in general, particularly for weather, is not really specific of past, present, or future. It's just about the weather in general.
Yes, when we talk about future weather, we normally say weather forecast instead.
Yeah. Future. Yeah, because forecast is like a prediction.
Yes, but in my experience, we normally just use forecast for the weather, right? Do you use it otherwise?
I mean, I would absolutely use weather forecast for the weather. I mean, I obviously we've done the weather report before with this focus activity, but previous to that, I don't think I would have used weather report unless it was after an event. So after an event happens, a weather report.
Yeah, maybe more scientific.
Yeah, I think so. I would agree.
Okay, so I think we are still alone. So
we are still alone.
But Schrodinger's lesson, is it happening at all?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually just hearing my housemate in the background here. She's just going, "Fuck Aldo." how hot it is.
Yeah.
How would we say that? Yeah, because in English, I think that phrase would just be, "Oh, it's so hot."
Yeah. Yeah, or I don't know if you say this in Ireland, but we might say, "What a scorcher" for a really hot day in the UK.
What a scorcher! Nice. torture. When it's very, very hot.
Yeah, like when you
All right.
scorch food, if you cook it so much that it burns a little bit, that's to scorch.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so I think we have one viewer now. So please tell us your name, tell us where you are. We'd like to hear from you.
You want to know what school do you attend? What school are you a student of? But what are we going to talk about today, Emily?
So today we are going to talk about weather, some vocabulary, and directions, and what's the weather in different places. And it's not positives and negatives, and some activities that are related to the weather. What do you do in different types of weather?
Nice. So we've got Joey from Taiwan. Welcome,
Oh,
Joey.
hi, Joey. Welcome.
Nice to meet you. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else want
Okay.
to enjoy? Yeah.
So, what's the weather like? So maybe we should talk about this question, because this question is not really about preferences. What is this question about, Cal?
So this question is about descriptions. So when we say what is the weather like, we're looking for a description. So they're basically saying describe the weather.
Yeah, so we see this question a lot. We use it a lot to ask people to describe something. Okay,
All right.
So now you, in the comments, you can do this activity with us. We have some pictures of weather and some expressions. So please tell us what you think the pictures are. Yes, some of them maybe British weather, and some of them in other places.
Thank you very much, Giordano, for that.
Thank you. Okay, so maybe we can read the expressions first. Do you want to take these, Carl?
Yeah, sure. So the expressions, these weather expressions are pronounced like this, guys. The first one is sunny. Second one is foggy. Then rainy, snowy, cloudy, and finally windy. So it's very important to get the pronunciation right on those.
Yes, this is a very common conversational topic. Certainly for me, probably for you also, Carl.
Oh yeah, it's very, very common to speak about the weather because I feel like I think a lot of people like to complain, to give out about the weather. It's
Yes.
particularly for us anyway, coming from England and Ireland. It's
Yes.
always going to be complaining. Maybe not a
Absolutely.
lot in Italy, but I think Italians do speak about the weather a lot, though. Anyway.
Yes, I think so. I think it's a very easy topic when you don't know someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so maybe we will start matching these, but please, in the comments, tell us what you think the pictures are. So the first one, we have A here. So A, I think, is cloudy. We have lots of clouds in the sky.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I like cloudy weather. I think it's very easy to think with clouds.
Yes, because they are all different shapes and sizes, so you can kind of help your imagination.
Yes, I think so.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
So, B, what do you think B is?
So picture B. For me, I would say picture B is snowy. So we can see there is snow on the ground, so snowy.
Yeah, for all of these guys, then the noun is the shorter word. So we have snow or cloud, and then we just add the e at the end to describe the weather. Yeah, we don't normally in English say there is snow. We can, but it's less common. We normally say it's snowy with the adjective. Do you like snow, Carl?
Yeah, I love snow. I love like playing with my dog in the snow.
Yes.
Yeah, because he gets very excited. He's very excited when snow is falling all around him.
Yeah, I can imagine. And the surprise when it's very cold.
Yeah, like I'll throw a snowball and he will try to catch it in his mouth, and then it will like explode, and he'll be like really confused. What's going on?
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so C. So I'm trying to work out what C is. C is.
I
I think
think she's
the
rainy.
picture is not. So the picture is not very good.
Clear.
Yeah. So this one I think is rainy.
Yeah.
Because it's not very obvious on the screen, but there is rain, and she is holding her hands to the rain.
Trying to cover her head.
Yes, that's I like the rain when it's not too heavy, when there is not too much rain.
I
Nice
actually
to
like
listen to.
I like heavy rain. Exactly, to listen to. I like to listen to heavy rain when I am inside. So if I am inside in my apartment and there is very, very heavy rain, then I love it. I don't know, it feels comforting to be inside.
Yes, I agree. Back in England, my room was at the top of the house in the attic, so it had it was an amazing sound when it rained.
Very good, very good, very good. The picture D, then, I would say, picture D is probably going to be foggy then.
Yeah. Do you like foggy weather?
Yes and no, because I think it sometimes it feels a bit like magical, I guess, when there's fog. Like you can't quite see, particularly if you are like high up, if you are in like a tall building and you look out and you see the fog is around the city, then it's really, really cool. However, also I don't like fog for that same reason, that you can't see all of the city.
Yes.
If you're at the top of the building.
Yeah, not so good if you have to travel somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
But again, like rain in some ways, it's nice to look at.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so E, we have windy. E is windy. So there is some wind you can see that is moving the flags there. Okay, so I like windy weather. Again, it gives a nice atmosphere. It helps you to think. I think, if you are very bored, then it's very refreshing.
Yeah. And the final one then, picture F is, of course, sunny.
Of course, yes. Okay. What is your favorite weather?
So my favorite type of weather, I think windy for me, because if it's windy and maybe a combination, so a mix of sunny and windy together. Because
Yeah.
if it is sunny and windy together, you still have it is still very bright and light from the sun, but then it's not very hot. You don't feel hot.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I also like cloudy and windy weather. Like there is a person in picture A walking on the beach. I like walking on the beach when it's cloudy because it's very quiet.
Absolutely. And it's worth mentioning that these expressions, cloudy, snowy, rainy, foggy, windy, sunny, these are phrases that we use in general. It is a cloudy day, like the whole day. If you want to be specific, like foggy, windy, sunny, and cloudy are still okay to use for at the moment. But if you wanted to say at the moment for snowy, rainy, it's a little bit different. I think we'll find that out a bit later on in the.
Yeah, that's a good point to make.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have some temperatures. Again, this is quite useful, and I think in general these are more common in the moment, especially the more extreme, the more dramatic ones. But you can use them to describe periods of time as well. So maybe again we'll read these. So we have hot, cold, warm, freezing, boiling, and cool. So these are all temperature expressions. So again, if you are watching, you can write in the comments what you think the answers are.
So we do have a comment here from Zen Mao Amo. I know I'm not sure what is meant by this comment. What do you mean?
No, I'm also not sure, I'm afraid, about that. But please,
Ammo.
if you want to clarify.
Yeah, we're talking about ammunition, like for a weapon, for a gun. It's like, I think you're in the wrong type of stream for that. You need to go to a Call of Duty stream, maybe, if you're asking that question potentially. Guys, any ammo? Any ammo?
Yes, I think we are our only ammunition here is words.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Joey is still with us. Thank you, Joey. And we have some great answers there. Okay, so we will. So I think Joey says boiling first, which is absolutely right.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
Very, very hot. I always think this is a British word. Do you agree with me? British and Irish.
So yeah, boiling is very, very much so. Yeah. What else can we use instead of boiling? Is there another term?
I think similar to what I said earlier, you could say scorching. Maybe it's so hot that you almost burn, or you burn a little.
Yeah. I would actually say that quite an Irish term to use for this is roasting.
Yeah, good one.
Boiling or roasting, scorching, these are all very, 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 very hot.
Yes, and boiling and roasting are, of course, cooking terms as well.
Yeah.
So it's like we are being cooked by the
Yeah,
weather.
exactly. Oh, it feels like that sometimes.
It does, yes. I have very, very pale skin, so I burn very easily. You too.
Join the club. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. I think Joey says hot next. She's absolutely right. So this is quite general, hot. Yeah. If you want to, if you only use one or two words for temperature, hot is probably one of them that you use. Okay, next we have warm. Yes, which is, I would say that warm is always positive, whereas boiling and hot can be negative depending on how much you like hot weather. Warm is quite pleasant.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to take the next one?
Yeah. So the next one down. So Joey has said freezing. So I'm gonna make a few changes here to your ones, Joey, because the next one down is not freezing. It's actually cool. So the next one down would be cool. All right. So this is when the temperature is a little bit lower than warm, but not cold. It's like in between. We would say maybe another term for this might be mild or chilly, even maybe. Would we say that?
I think chili is a bit stronger, maybe.
Okay. So cool, maybe
But
is
yes,
mild.
similar.
So it's when it's not hot, not cold. It's like in the middle. But it's more towards the cold end of things. The
Again,
next
mild, I would say, is always positive as well.
Yeah.
As the others, maybe it depends on how you feel.
Yeah. Then again, Joey, we're gonna have to change that. So cool, obviously, is then. So the next one is cold. Cold, yes. So again, like Emily said, for hot, if you use any kind of general terms for weather, hot and cold are kind of the most general terms that we use. And finally, freezing is the last one. So as you know, your freezer. So in your kitchen, maybe you have a fridge and a freezer. So in your freezer, we say it is freezing because it is very, very cold. And so that's like the most extreme freezing. Okay. And so that is kind of those are our temperature phrases, guys, from the hottest to the coldest. So from boiling to freezing, and then everything in between.
Yeah.
One thing maybe I might mention, Emily, is that some of these phrases can be used to describe people.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have these are obviously for the temperature, right? So, oh God, it's boiling or it's hot or it's warm, whatever. But if you want to describe a person, 4 of these can be used to describe people. So let's check. The first one is hot. And so if you describe a person as hot, that just means that they are an attractive person. You find them physically appealing. So whenever I talk to Liam, Liam always has the same answer. Liam always says Scarlett Johansson is a very hot person, and I'm just like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Totally agree. Totally agree. So a hot person, a very attractive. Then the next one would be warm. So Warm is not to talk about their appearance, but their personality. And a warm person is a kind or a nice, a friendly person. Okay, so they are warm. They are nice to be around. They're friendly. So hot is a physical description. Warm is a personality description. And then again, cool. So cool is back to our physical description, although sometimes people can use it for personality as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool is generally a fashionable person, a person who kind of wears nice clothes and they generally look very, very good a lot. And they're really cool. Or cool as a personality type, you could just say is a relaxed person. Yeah, he's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. No worries with him. Like he's a relaxed person.
Yeah. Or also someone you admire, someone that you
Mm,
respect a lot.
yeah, absolutely. You think they are cool. It would be cool to be them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final one that we're going to do is cold. So again, cold is to talk about a personality, and it is the opposite of warm. So if we said warm was kind and friendly, uh, cold is kind of rude or unfriendly. So
Yes,
yeah.
and we do use these very often, so it is very useful to be aware of this.
Mhm.
One other thing I want to mention is the unit that we use for
Mm,
temperatures and
yeah.
the way that we talk about them. So if you have a number for the temperature, then we use either degrees Celsius in Europe most of the time and degrees Fahrenheit for America and other parts of the world as well. I don't know what Taiwan uses. Maybe you can tell us, Joey, what Taiwan uses. Um, yeah, so it's always degrees. So you can always just say it's 12 degrees if you want to say the temperature for the day.
Hmm. All right.
Okay, so please tell us if you have any questions about any of this. But I think we are ready to move on.
Hmm.
Okay, so now we will see some images. So, what do you think the weather is like for each image? Can you describe the weather for each image? Maybe we have we have we have Joey saying it's 24.9 degrees now in Taiwan. Okay, very specific. Okay,
Yeah. Cool.
thank you. Okay, so again, please write comments along with us. So
Mhm.
it's looks like a nice beach holiday destination.
Does absolutely look like a great holiday destination.
Yes. Okay, so what's the weather like in this picture?
Mm. So I think maybe this picture might be the example. We could use the example phrases
Mm-hmm.
for that one. It's hot and sunny.
Yes, I think you're right. I think it's hot and sunny. It's
Mm.
difficult to say from the picture, but maybe it's windy also.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
it's not.
The trees are bending over.
Yes. So a very clever picture, I think, with the trees.
Mm.
Okay, here is another one then.
Mm.
maybe the opposite in some ways.
Yeah. So here we have some options, Emily, that we did not have before. So we've had sunny, foggy, rainy, snowy, cloudy, and windy. We know. Hot and cold. We know. But stormy, raining, and snowing are new. So what is stormy?
Yeah, so stormy is when there is a storm, when there is a loud noise outside and a lot of light, flashes of light. We will probably see an image to clarify. Often there is rain and wind at the same time, whereas as a storm, so stormy, the adjective.
Okay. So raining, then I remember I mentioned earlier the difference between saying in general and specific to now. So if we say it is raining, that means that it is happening now. But if you want to say it is like in general, then you say it's rainy. So the same with snowing. Snowing now. Either it's raining or snowing is now, or it is rainy or snowy, like in general. So I think Joey here has given a good example of for this picture.
Yes, thank you, Joey. It's snowy and cold. Brilliant, yeah. So I agree. Snowy is better than snowing in this case because it's not happening now. It happened at some point. There is evidence of snow. Okay. Here is the next one. This is a good example of British weather, I think.
For sure. All too common.
Yes. Okay, so this one, again, maybe think about the difference between what's happening now and something in general. So I think cloudy for sure. It's cloudy in this photo. Yes, and Joey just said also it's cloudy. Yes. I think you could possibly even say rainy here because it looks like it will rain at any
a little
moment.
bit. Yeah.
But cloudy is definitely the best answer there. Well done.
All right. The next one then. Right. So these people here, they're in a forest. They seem to be out camping. And wonderful weather for camping.
Good weather.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you like camping? Do you go camping?
Yeah, I have to say I do. I do kind of like camping. Yeah, it's one of those things where it depends on like who I'm with and where I am, I guess. But in general, yeah, I do like camping a lot. It's a really nice, a cool pastime for me. And Joey has hit the nail on the head again here. Very good.
Great.
Foggy. Yeah, absolutely.
It is, yes. Maybe it's bad weather for camping because it's difficult to navigate, difficult to find locations.
Absolutely.
Okay, here is another one. So this is a sports game. And everyone you can see in the audience has umbrellas. which suggests that something is happening now.
Yep.
So I will just give Joey a moment, or anyone else a moment for this. Yes, it's raining. I agree, absolutely.
You mentioned there the audience, Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Would we say the audience for like a sporting event also?
Well, I do, but then I am not normally in the audience. But you can also just say the supporters, or maybe the crowd as well, which is just a word for a group of people.
Yeah, because like this is just my own kind of take on it, that I would use audience more for like something that's happening inside, like in a theater or a play, or like at a seminar,
Yeah,
something like that. Whereas like
that's probably
crowd,
true.
a crowd is more like, I think, outside. I would just assume
Yes.
like more into the difference outside inside,
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I've thought of the difference. You could also maybe use this. To me, feels more formal, but I have heard it in sports context. You could say spectators,
Oh
which
yeah,
is just people watching something,
yeah.
but that feels more formal to me.
Yeah, maybe spectators could be used, yeah, in a formal thing. But if you're talking about like at a sporting event, like a football match, or like
Hmm.
a match or something like that, you could say supporters, like you said earlier,
Hmm.
or fans. Fans
Yeah,
is also another one.
yeah, which is more maybe more emotional about the people who like watching the sport, who like a particular group or team.
Yeah, you are a fan of, I don't know, Milan
Hmm.
or Juventus, or whatever your team is.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, I think we have one more.
Ah, yes.
There is not a lot to say about this picture, really.
No, just a big sock.
Hmm. Yeah, so again, we'll just give you a moment to think about this one. So, yes, Joey, thank you as ever. Windy and sunny. Yes, I agree. We have the
Good.
blue sky. We have this object moving. So that's absolutely right. Okay, so windy is one of those where there isn't a verb, so we always say windy, even if
Yeah.
it's happening now. We don't say winding, just it's windy. Okay, so we'll move to a slightly different topic now. So you've probably seen this compass before, and we have different directions on a compass.
Mhm.
So, do you ever use a compass in your life? When are they useful?
Mm. I guess maybe nowadays they're not used quite
Mm.
so much.
Yes, I know when Google Maps or something says head north, go north, I am always very confused, and, and I don't know where to go. Um,
Yeah, it's actually like, oh, go north. Okay, sorry, let me get out my compass here.
Let me look where the sun is.
What is the apparatus that you use for like the star alignment? What's that
Oh,
called?
I don't know.
Oh
Yes,
my
the
God, hold
North
on, let me find
Star.
it.
I can find the
Yeah.
North Star in the sky normally. I can do that. But Yes, maybe more for ships and yeah, but there are people who can do it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So, or also the other way we use it is when we talk about the globe, the world, and you want to say where something is in the world, we do use these directions in that case quite often. Okay, so maybe we can go through them again. If you know, please write in the comments. So our choices we have are east, south, north, and west. That's the pronunciation of these words. Okay, so A, what do you think, Carl, for A?
So A, we're going up, so it's A, north.
Yes, this is probably the one that we use the most. I would say.
For sure.
So B, if we move to the right, then we have east. East is the one to the right there. And C, we have south. We have a good question from Joey. Maybe we will just do the final one first. So we have west for D, as you can see. So this is a really good question. Is northeast near north? That's a great question. So these we can see between the 2 points. So northeast is in the middle of north and east. Okay, you can see it between the two. And we have three others that are the same. So we have southeast between east and south in the middle, and then southwest and northwest. So we always have north or south first, and then east or west. And that's just a way to be more specific about directions.
Yeah. But yeah, good question. Good question.
Okay, yes, if you have any other questions, do ask. So I think we have about 5 minutes or so. So maybe we can look at the problem is that this is very, very small, this map. So it may be difficult, but maybe we could do it.
If Joey can talk about the north, east, south of Taiwan, maybe.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can search on your phone. I'll search on my phone for Ireland. Hold on, let me find Ireland here.
Okay. Great. So this example is Canada. So Canada is, of course, north of the United States. It's a very it's in the north of the world in general. And so in the north of Canada, the weather is very, very cold. You can see the orange part here. Very snowy also. and that's very common when we are very, very far north or very far south. So we talk about the North Pole or the South Pole, the areas at the top and bottom of the world that are made of snow and ice, very cold parts of the world. So Canada is closest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From Joey, we have Taiwan is west of the US. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And Joey, which area in Taiwan do you live in?
Mm.
Are you in the north or the south? Where are you?
Mm-hmm. So just seeing there that in Dublin at the moment in Ireland it is 7 degrees Celsius, and
Right.
so it is. I guess you would say cool
Mm-hmm.
and cloudy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It always is.
It's quite positive for that part of the world, really.
Yeah.
Apparently in my area in the UK, it's very rainy at the moment.
Oh.
Very rainy. Because
They will
I
be
am
very jealous of you to have all the sun up here.
very, very, because my dad loves cycling and he gets angry when he can't go cycling because of the weather. Okay, Joey's from the middle and west of Taiwan. Ah, you are like me, Joey. I am also from the middle and west of the UK. Which
I was going to say the middle and west of Taiwan. I did not realize that you were from.
yeah, but you can you could probably say the in the UK we call it the Midlands, with for the middle of the country, the Midlands. I think in the US they call the similar area the Midwest.
The Midwest.
So it maybe we have more local terms for the middle of a country. Is there a word for the middle of Ireland? Do you refer to that in a way?
Midlands would be the same as well for us. We'd say Midlands as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Specifically, I am from the West Midlands, so it's an interesting area when you are in the middle. So there is no cardinal direction for it. So you have to invent something.
Yeah. Well, now he's saying maybe just the west of Taiwan.
Okay. Right.
Nice though. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
And what is the weather like in Taiwan today, Joey?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just in our final minute or so, you can tell us. So you can see in Canada, for example, there is a lot of different weather, but in smaller countries.
It's raining in Taiwan.
It's raining in Taiwan. Oh,
unfortunate.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we are in the north of Italy, and it's very sunny today.
Mm-hmm. Loving the weather today. Hold on, I find my sunglasses.
Ah,
My sunglasses out for today.
nice.
You know?
Yes, I had my sunglasses yesterday also, just for my balcony. So
Exactly.
okay, so I think we are almost out of time. Carl, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we've covered a lot today and very, very good stuff. And Joey was using it very well.
Yes, thank you, Joey. Okay, so I think we will finish there for today. So just remember these adjectives. We always have this e on the end when we talk in general. and you can also say raining or snowing if there is something happening now, and we have the directions also. Okay, so have a lovely afternoon, Joey, and you, Cathal, as well.
You too, Emily. Bye, Joey.
Bye.